All right, look, check it out. I'm going to give you the game straight up. This is everything you need to know about making $10,000 plus a month in 2026 as a barber. And it's more simple than you think. And I too used to wonder, how can I get to 10K a month, until I finally reached the point, and I've been doing it for some years now. So it's now my duty to show you how to do it step by step. I'm Pablo. I'm a licensed professional barber, and I help barbers make $10,000 plus a month just from cutting hair. So stay with me here, and I'll show you how all these barbers are consistently hitting 10K months just from cutting hair. So with that being said, let's get straight to business. Number one is you need to build a strong personal brand and a reputation. What does that consist of? Let me explain. Before you're even making $10,000 a month as a barber, you need to move like a barber who's already making that much. You need to run your business like a barber that's already making $10,000 a month. You need to be a barber that's on time, consistent with haircuts, good customer service, sanitary. You know, when a client gets cut by you, they need to feel like they're getting cut by a luxury barber. You know, it's the experience. That's something money can't buy. You know, even if that's not the case, even if you're not making $10,000 a month yet, they need to feel okay. Like they need to feel like this is a high-end barber. He's always on time. He's very professional. Great conversation every time. It's the experience. Aside from the haircut, you're really selling an experience. You know, then those clients build a reputation for you. You know, as much as you want to boast about yourself and say how good of a barber you are, which I get it, you know, every barber wants to do that, it's really your clients that are in control of your reputation. You know, clients can talk about how their experience was with you, you know, and you can only control so much as far as you being on time, the haircuts being consistent, professional setting, sanitary, good conversations. Those things accumulate, and it'll give you a good reputation. And let's move on to number two, which is premium pricing and strategy. In my opinion, the lowest you can charge and still make $10,000 a month is $40. I charge $60, so I'm going to break down the $40 to $60 price range in 2026. Let's say you're charging $40, you know, and if you're not there yet, I have videos where I explain thoroughly how I got better at cutting hair, how I became one of the best barbers in my city, and how I make $10,000 a month. So let's continue. Let's say you're charging $40 a haircut. That's 250 haircuts a month. You know, we keep track monthly, not weekly, because some weeks are going to be busier than others. Some weeks you're going to have errands or you need more off days. So it's not a weekly thing that you're tracking. It's a monthly. It's an end goal at the end of the month. 250 haircuts a month, which is 63 haircuts a week. You know, that's kind of pushing it. That's doing overtime or just being really booked out, which is very, very doable. I know a lot of barbers that do it. I used to do it. Now, for the $50 barbers, you're charging $50 a haircut. That's 200 haircuts a month, and that's 50 haircuts a week. Also very doable, and even then you can squeeze in extra clients. Now, $60, this is what I currently charge. That's only 167 haircuts a month and 42 haircuts a week. Very, very doable. You know, I can even do more haircuts a week. I can do 50 haircuts a week, but that's the premium price range that barbers are charging that are making $10,000 a month. So if you're at $40, you need 250 haircuts a month. If you're at $50, you need 200 haircuts a month. And if you're at $60, you need 167 haircuts a month. Once you really analyze this and understand it's not a weekly thing that you need to keep track of, it's a monthly, then you have leverage. Now you can utilize your time. You can squeeze in extra haircuts. Now let's move on to the next thing that's going to help you make $10,000 a month or understand consistent clientele and scheduling. The goal as a barber is to get as many clients as you can in your chair. But the real flex is retaining clientele, because what's the point of cutting the whole city, but they don't keep getting cut by you? They sit once or twice in your chair and they go on to the other barber, you know. Yeah, they sat in your chair, but you're not retaining them. The real flex is them coming back to you and them staying loyal for as long as you cut hair. And I'm going to show you how to retain clientele. So first, it starts with the small things. I'm going to give you an example. Say a client does his mustache, he likes the corners of the mustache thin. You do the corners of the mustache thin every time. If another client likes it thick but sharp, you do it thick and sharp every time. So your client consultation has to be thoroughly on point from the jump. All the details need to come to an agreement before the haircut even begins. You as a barber, you as a professional, you need to know your client's head shape, hair texture, and hair better than he does, because clients don't like to do too much talking when it comes to their hair. Clients like to sit in the chair, pay you money, and make you work your magic. You as a barber, you just have to work your magic. At this point, I know my clients like the back of my hand. They sit in the chair, I'll tell them, you want the regular? Yup. They don't even second guess. They know it's gonna come out crispy every time. My clients that like bulk, they keep the bulk. My clients that don't like bulk, I adjust their haircut to their head shape, Also lineups. Some clients keep their lineups at their natural hairline. Some clients like to keep it a little lower. Some clients like to push it back. All these things accumulate. If you know how to cut your client the way they like to get cut, they're going to stay with you, because most barbers, they don't care about haircuts. They're in it for the money. You are too, but when you take your craft to the next level, oh man, it shows. That's when the clients keep coming back and they're loyal to you. That's when more tips arrive and you're just on the way to making more money. And that goes hand in hand with the first step. You're building a strong reputation and a strong personal brand, because other clients, like I said, they're going to build your reputation, because clients talk. They talk with other clients. Hey, how does your barber cut you? Does he rush you? Does he do it the way you like it? And if you're on point, you're doing exactly what I'm telling you to, more clients are going to stay in your chair. More clients are going to come and they're going to stay loyal to you. So also, you need a booking app. Apps like The Cut and Booksy are great. I personally use Booksy. Like, here's an example of how I use it. Booksy has been doing me well since 2018. You need to make it extremely easy for people to book an appointment with you. Say if someone finds you on TikTok, social media, Instagram, and they DM you and say you don't answer, even though you should answer, but whatever the case is, you don't answer, you need another way for clients to book an appointment with you. Booking apps solve that problem. If they can book an appointment with you at a click of a button, simple, because simplicity wins every time. Every time. If you keep it as simple as possible, you're winning. That's another client in your chair, and I already explained how you're going to retain that client. So, and last but not least is add-on services. My add-on service is a haircut with the beard. I charge $10 extra for that, so that'll be $70. For me, whatever you charge $5 to $10 depending. You'd be surprised how many haircuts with facial hair or beard you actually get once you really master it, And if you say, or if people say, oh, $10 it's too much, think about it. The whole beard, fade, lined up, trimmed, shaped up, that's a whole extra haircut. And if you do it precise, you do it sharp, you do it very well blended, and clients are going to respect it, because not everyone takes their time on the beard. Not every barber pays the same amount of detail, pays the same amount of detail to the beard compared to the blend. And if you can execute that well, oh yeah, you're going to get a lot more add-on services. Another add-on service I have are last minute haircuts. I charge $80 for a last minute haircut. I only apply it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the busiest days out of the week. I at least get 10 to 15, maybe 20 last minute haircuts a week, because as a barber, expect to get last minute cuts. Just expect it. As a barber, our schedules are not consistent. Even the barbers who are super, super organized, they even get a lot of last minute haircuts. So you need to know how to manage that, and I'm telling you how. You need to upcharge for last minute haircuts, whether even if it's $5, $10, and clients will respect it because they know, okay, I can call this barber last minute and he'll get me in. Whereas other barbers, they'll tell him, no, I'm not cutting today, or you should have booked in advance. But if you can get them in, and if you do what I'm telling you to retain them, in the door, you're still building your personal brand, you're getting in a new client, and you're retaining them. That's gold. That alone puts you in the top 5% of barbers. So build a strong reputation and personal brand. Understand premium pricing and strategy. It's the amount of haircuts you do at the end of the month. Consistent clientele and a booking app and add-on services. That's everything you need to know about making $10,000 plus a month, at least for now. I'm going to make a part 2. Hit the link down below. I have an email list. I give away free game that never makes it to any of my socials. No Instagram, no TikTok, no YouTube, nothing. So it's only in that email list down below. Hit it, sign up, share it to any other barber that needs this value. And if you guys want a part 2, let me know down below and I'll get straight to it.